A group of people in the heart of Dorset's coastline that come together for the love of music and singing, performing in the local community, from festivals to talent shows, nightclubs to care homes.
It's just really lovely to do something for somebody else.
Just the highlight of the week.
This is the Weymouth Community Choir documentary. Here in Weymouth, Dorset, we have a 3-mile stretch of sandy coastline, a vibrant town with a population of 50,000 and attracting over 3.5 million visitors annually. Culturally, Weymouth is full of things to do, including an amazing live music scene. We're in the Park District at the Bubble on a Tuesday afternoon, calling in on Weymouth Community Choir's weekly afternoon rehearsal.
So my name is Barbara Cohen. My name's Linda.
I am called Sarah.
Right, my name is Dave Birchall, and I've been associated with the area of the Park District for about 28 years. So on and off, because I've been in the Navy, so we've gone away, come back, gone away, come back. But always we come back to this area, which has such a wonderful, wonderful history to it.
Weymouth Community Choir started in 2009 at the Park Community Centre.
I'm one of the ones from the original choir, which started 17 years ago at Chelmsford Street, and it was one of the things that we all wanted to do because it's good fun.
It didn't take long for more members to join.
Well, I would think at least 7 years, because I was only about a year here before I found out about it, and then joined then.
The numbers just kept growing, especially in recent years.
Well, no, it must be 2 years now.
2 years. So this is my second week back, and it's a really, really good feeling.
Well, when we started, I think we probably had no more than half a dozen people. But when we were singing outside in the summer for the various activities that we're doing, such as the Queen's Jubilee and so on and so forth, more people joined.
Not long after COVID, the choir needed to find a new home, moving their weekly rehearsal to the newly opened Dry Dock, an alcohol-free pub in the centre of Weymouth on St Thomas Street.
I joined at Dry Dock. The reason I did that was because as I used to walk through town, I would see them singing, and I thought, that looks good. So I plucked up courage, went in, sat down, had a coffee and listened, joined the singing, and then they said to me, come and sit with us, and I said no. And the next week I went and I sat down again and watched. And they said, come and join us. And I thought, what have I got to lose? I might just as well. And I'm glad I did. We should have done it sooner.
But it was right in the middle of town, and so many people stopped to listen to us, so we joined, and then we became too big for that.
No, the Dry Dock was useful because it was so near for the bus stop. I liked the fact that there were other people there, so although we weren't singing to people, I liked the fact that there were other people there to enjoy listening. I did enjoy the Dry Dock. There wasn't enough room. I ended up sitting in the toilet, but thoroughly enjoyed it. Didn't matter to me, I'm not that sort of person.
The choir then moved its weekly rehearsals to The Closet, an LGBTQ+ friendly bar on Maiden Street, as well as taking part in The Closet's talent shows.
Yeah, I loved The Closet. We got a second prize in the talent competition.
Oh, I think it's great. Absolutely fantastic. It was lovely at The Closet. It was lovely atmosphere, but it was very tight because, we had more people join.
I would just like to say a huge thank you to Dry Dock and their staff, Jack, Lee and Sam, for their continued support. And of course Jamie at The Closet. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. We've grown in such numbers, and it's sad that we've had to leave these places, but at the same time, because we've grown, we've had to move on.
You can see I've got dark glasses on because my sight is pretty poor, and it was very dark in there, so I never really took to it. So fast forward to coming to the Bubble, which is absolutely phenomenal.
The Bubble opened in September 2025 and is a new community space in Weymouth Park District with a fully equipped music and content studio upstairs. This gave Weymouth Community Choir a new base and a fresh start for various projects to come together and offering music to the wider community.
And basically, we've outgrown the various places. So coming here is just such a chance for us. We can fit everybody in, and we're just desperate to keep this going.
It feels like it's the choir's home now. The other places were venues. This feels like a home.
I liked it in the Dry Dock. I didn't like it because we were getting so big,
and we needed more space, and that drove us kind of away a little bit, and then we obviously went to the closet. And again, I did enjoy the closet, but this place is great. I love it here.
But this is more like our home.
In our town, no scarlet ribbons, not one ribbon.
The choir now rehearse every Tuesday afternoon at 1:30 at the Bubble and has now started hosting plenty of spin-off activities and clubs.
So I've now taken over the downstairs at the Bubble and creating clubs for, you know, the local area. We've got a Friday night, I called it a choir to begin with, but I don't think it is really. It's just people coming in and singing. So there's Friday evenings, and we have a dance club as well on the Thursday afternoon, which is slowly building. People just come along and dance for fun. It's basically that.
For this group of singers, it's not just the music that brings the choir together. So what does the choir mean to you?
Everything. I don't want to say more because it's just the highlight of the week. That's all there is to it, really. We come, we meet friends, we sing. We always go out with a smile on our face, always.
They are friends. They're not just choir members, they're friends. And it's a joy. It's an absolute joy every Tuesday. If we never sang another word, it would still be a joy to be with all those people.
As a pensioner, it's nice to meet other pensioners.
Although when I say I'm in a choir, to a lot of people, they think I'm going to sing the Hallelujah chorus. We don't. We're a singing group. But on top of that, we're a friendship group. We all meet for coffee. We go for lunch. It's brilliant.
Actually, it's the chat, but of course the primary reason is for the singing. So I would say singing first and then the chat, not so bothered about a cup of tea.
I think people think when you're elderly that you don't need anything to do. In fact, you need more than ever for something to do.
Well, I trained as a professional counsellor and I worked as a professional counsellor for years. And I know that singing is very good for people's well-being. It's good for my well-being. And I'm one of these people that when I was at school, I was told that I was tone deaf and I was made to mime in the choirs. And well, I'm well past 60 now, but when I was 60, I decided that everything that I was told that I was no good at school, I was going to say, sod them, I'm going to do those things. So one of them was singing and one of them was artwork.
Singing is widely known by mental health professionals to have a positive impact on the way you view life. Pope Benedict XIV viewed choir singing as an education in life, peace and togetherness. Brian Eno noted that singing in a group teaches how to blend into a collective consciousness, and there is NHS-associated research that indicates singing lowers the stress hormone cortisol and releases oxytocin and endorphins, which improve mood and create a feeling of relaxation.
Singing is a really lovely thing to do with other people. You know, it's very wholesome, it brings people together, it's harmless, it's sociable. And I think the actual act of singing sort of has an effect on your mind and your being. I mean, you can feel it, it's uplifting.
In the past few years, the Weymouth Community Choir have been very active within the local community, performing in venues across town, festivals, fetes, supermarkets, and most importantly, care homes.
I think for me, it's going to the care homes. I do feel as if it's got some meaning and I think of all of it, that would be when we do the performing. That's the part of it I enjoy the most.
Yes, I think the joy of seeing people's faces when I sing. It's okay singing on your own, but for me singing should bring joy, not just to me, but to everybody. And yeah, it's sharing it. And if I see other people when we're singing, if I see people joining in, I just love it.
I love going to the care homes. They're just so appreciative.
It's the community. It's being able to go out there and give a performance to locals and them really appreciating it.
It's nice to help somebody else, and they might even be younger than you are, but makes you feel very good.
it's just really lovely to do something for somebody else.
Well, I find it going out to places like the care home and the dry dock and different places, it's exciting. I find it's exciting, I enjoy it, it gives me a thrill to see people listening to us.
Over the next few years, Weymouth Community Choir will only get bigger and better and more active in your local community.
So with the Tuesday choir, we are well established and everyone knows one another. I'd like to see is more gigs. We thoroughly enjoy getting out there and singing for people. Maybe a few more members, because not everyone comes together. I mean, we've got 35 on the books and there's no way that everyone turns up on the same Tuesday. So there are often gaps. So a few more members would be quite nice. But especially the Friday evening, I'd like to see more people come to that.